And welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode, well, hopefully exciting episode of the Lost Podcast. It's a father and son journey through the sci-fi series that united generations, and we are back in Star Trek, the original series, season 3. Oh my God, this was a bad idea.
What rough beast crawls towards Bethlehem waiting to be born?
Yeah. Oh, Lord. The rough beast in this instance, ladies and gentlemen, is whom gods destroy.
Which is not as bad as you might think.
You say that.
I say that. Well,
we both went into this with such rosy high hopes. This would be so much fun, and now our illusions are shattered. You know, we pulled back the curtain and found there is no Oz. We called up to God, and he said nothing. I was trying to watch the assignment, but I realized it would be bad form to put it off 2 episodes in a row. We have to be strong and push through this.
Well, I feel better that you're looking forward to the assignment more than the Star Trek.
I mean, yeah. I was like, can I really? Oh no, we'll never get this done. Because then I'll say, like, let's watch a movie. Okay, so go ahead, put us on pause, and come back to us when you're ready. We're pulling up Star Trek Original Series episode For Whom Gods Destroy on your favorite physical media, streaming service, whatever. Come back. Please come back.
Oh, Lordy.
And welcome back. Hold on. And welcome back. We'll go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1... play. It helps if I actually have the episode pulled up. Which is the perfect... Why? Why is there an insane asylum on a planet with poisonous atmosphere?
They don't want the inmates running around loose.
They could just as easily put them on a space station.
Well, I'm rather more concerned about the fact that in the Great Glorious Federation, we have not one but 2 asylums.
Yeah, but there's only like a handful of patients there to begin with.
That's true. Unless, of course, the Vulcans or the Andorians are coming clean about, mentally disturbed people on their worlds.
I wonder if it's the Vulcan penchant for logic that makes like mental illness difficult for their race.
I wonder if the Vulcans are lying through their teeth.
That too.
And that is Key Luke as Dr. Corey. I believe you might be more familiar with Key Luke as Master Po from the Kung Fu series.
Nope. I stopped watching Kung Fu with my pet when there was this one episode early in the first season where what was it? American Indians came to this homestead, right? And killed the man and rode off with the woman, and the small child found Master or Kang or whoever the fuck the Kung Fu guy was.
Kane.
Yeah, so I figured, okay, so the episode is going to be him with the boy tracking down the mother. Okay, awesome. No, it wasn't. She was just carried off and never mentioned again. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hello? No. Okay, whatever.
And welcome to our Star Trek episode.
That's right.
That is Yvonne Craig, who you might remember as Batgirl from the Batman TV series.
I stopped watching the Batman the TV series when there was that episode.
When the mother got carried off?
Carried off by the Indians, yeah.
God.
So now he has a trick of doing illusions.
Actually, he's a shapeshifter.
Wait, he was a captain of
He's
Starfleet and a shapeshifter?
He was a captain of Starfleet first, and then after he got severely injured, so an alien race taught him the ability to shift his form.
Wait, they taught him the ability to... So that means like everyone can use this ability.
I guess so.
Well, that must be convenient.
But that's Garth of Izar, who appeared in the second Abrams verse Star Trek movie, if you care to think back that far. I don't.
That's the Into Darkness, I think. The stupidest Wrath of Khan reboot ever made.
Yeah.
I am Khan. Okay,
and
whatever.
Steve in it was also in one of my favorite classic Outer Limits episode, the only two-parter, The Inheritors.
Is that the one where the Native American Indians rode off with the girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
And they didn't
Because I stopped watching Outer Limits after that episode.
And they didn't use photon torpedoes either.
God damn, Lee Irwin was just all over this episode. See, this is why you got to be a villain. Because if you're a villain, you get a standard issue, lovely, lovely, just, curl up against you, purring like a cat.
You also get all the good lines.
That's true, yeah. And you get to ham it up on purpose. So anyway, how long is it on the Enterprise before they realize something is up? Or the fact there's no communication coming from the colony anymore?
Well, keep in mind that Garth is a shapeshifter.
Right, but he doesn't know all the codes and, appropriate call and responses and shit.
Oh, so you have seen this episode?
No, but this is obvious. Well, I have seen all the episodes. This has been years. For instance, I realized that what's-his-face was the fake Corey. I just didn't know the exact details of it.
Why? You're walking off with him. But in this episode, code phrases and such play an important part. More important than they usually do. Well, I've been tortured by a galactic madman. How do you think I'd feel?
What? How? Like,
He's
what
also
do you
a
have?
genius.
What? Okay, so there's a mental asylum that just happens to have all the ingredients to create the most powerful explosive in the universe. The madman tells you this, and you believe him. You belong in the fucking asylum as well.
It's a work-study program.
A work-study program. Jesus
like
Christ.
people in prisons make license plates, and they can take correspondence courses. Garth used his opportunity to make explosives.
Knight takes bishop, goddammit.
And the response couldn't even have been a chess move. It could have been something completely different. Like,
Oh, that's a good point.
tranquility lies in the shadow of the saber.
Oh, something fell off of him. Oh, wait, that's it. That's
Well,
his
he's
little,
crazy.
That's his finger guard thing.
He's crazy, so he's going to pieces.
Yeah, okay. Pick up your shit. A prop person spent all afternoon and part of his lunch all of them red shirts. Hey, Sulu. Oh shit, was there a Chekhov?
No.
God damn. I'm beginning to think maybe he wasn't in the series.
He's already angling for a role on Babylon 5, even though the series hasn't been created yet.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Was Chekhov in Motion Picture?
He was in the Quester tapes, a made-for-TV movie.
Very
written
good.
by Gene Roddenberry.
Okay. Was he in this motion picture? I don't give a shit about the Quester tapes. You and 2 other people have seen the Quester tapes because Gene Roddenberry is a hack.
Uno momento, por favore. Yeah, I always wanted to be a telephone operator on the border. Yeah, dinner at an insane asylum. That's got to be really something to look forward to.
I hear the prices are insane.
Ooh.
I wonder if that was just a swimsuit of the era that they just simply declared to be alien outfit.
Let's see. Appeared on the Medical Center, appeared on the Virginian, appeared on Ironside, appeared on Goodbye Raggedy Ann. He was in 2 episodes of The Star Lost.
And 2 episodes of Star Trek at this rate.
Nightmare Honeymoon, episode of Columbo. Let's see, and then we go back to the Star Trek movies. He played Pompey in a 1984 production of Antony and Cleopatra. I'd like to see that.
You mean Pompeii?
Pompey.
Yeah, you said Pompey. Also, where are the other guards and doctors and technicians?
Well, they got all those force fields. They felt they didn't need all that foo-for-ah.
So there's just one doctor for all these patients.
Well, there are only 11 inmates.
They're the only okay. They're the only yeah, they're most Europe. But okay, anyway, yeah. So every psychologist in the entire Federation, oh no, she writes poetry, should be in this station. They should be having duels to the death for a chance to interview these people.
Well, they're trying to become counselors on starships.
Oh. Oh, she got you there. Oh, here we go. Boom chaka boom chaka boom. Meanwhile, Mr. Anders, the Andorian over there, Mr. Anders, got all that makeup and stuff, but he doesn't have anything to do in the episode. Same with the pig next to him.
Tellarite.
The Tellarite.
Well, they don't want to focus on the Tellarite, especially because it was bad eye makeup. Tellarites were really difficult to depict.
Wait, what? This is a Vulcan preschool dance?
According to Spock. I think maybe he just has made that up to yank Garth's chain. Leggy little thing, isn't she?
Well, I mean, yes. It's the 60s. That was the only part of women that had developed by that point in time.
And another sociological insight, courtesy of Lost Podcast of Titans at gmail.com.
You can email us your favorite sexy Star Trek dance at lostpodcastattitan@gmail.com.
Well, okay, we've got Wolf in the Fold, we've got the Menagerie. Where else have we had dances?
I almost want to say one of the episodes with Harvey Mudd, but I don't think so.
Oh, on Mud, you had the crew dancing around when they were trying to screw around with the androids.
Oh, that's brains. Right. You're right.
But I wouldn't put that in the number one slot.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. So, wait. Kirk has been a military command? I mean, I know he, opened fire, all that shit. But was he part of a war that I'm not aware of?
We received the Gramkite Order of Tactics for some battle, but he has been in combat before. Well, the Romulans in that first encounter in the first season, and fought off Klingons in Errand of Mercy and other episodes.
Good enough. Somewhat larger than usual anvil. That's actually okay. I kind of like that line. Oh, hey, he found his finger piece again.
Yeah.
That's good. I was worried about the prop master. He was beside himself.
You have a good heart.
He's a Romulan, you dipshit.
You note how the more florid the speech patterns of a guest or adversary or something like that is, the more dull Spock sounds by comparison?
Well, I mean, to be perfectly honest, he's insane, and Spock really is humoring him. So I'm actually usually Spock sounds just so condescending, but he is trying so hard here just to be patient.
If I was an actor, I would love a role which allowed me to just go completely over the top like that. Well, not infinite.
Uh-oh. Nope. I don't recognize it, though. Is that Shakespeare again?
It may be, but even I must admit I'm not as well read in Shakespeare as I'd like to be.
I'm actually amazed the makeup didn't rub off when she was, being all touchy-feely with Kirk.
Well, I think they learned. Oh, look what's shown up.
Hey, wait a minute. I recognize. Isn't that from the planetarium?
That's from the other is a Dagger of the Mind.
Yeah, which was planetarium.
Not much in the use of restraints.
Also, are we sure this actually works? And how do you define what is actually a healthy mind?
That's interesting. I do prescribe to the notion that sanity is treated as a matter of majority rule. You can have a completely sociopathic society that doesn't necessarily guarantee it as sane, except in the eyes of a particular citizen group.
Mm-hmm. So sanity is basically by consent.
Yes.
So if everyone decided the sky outside was polka dots, then that would actually be quite sane because it was by consent.
Yes.
I don't think that's a good thing.
Well, no, I don't think it's a good thing either, but that is the situation. Over 2 centuries ago, it was considered sane to burn people at the stake on accusation of being witches. That was considered sane back in those days.
A bit more than 2 centuries.
Yeah, considerably. But, say, 500 years down the line, what will history be saying about some of the practices of our society that we consider absolutely sane?
Of course, he's the main star. I want a recurring guest role. My SAG card is only good for a year after this role. I mean, have you seen the insurance benefits? I tried.
Year-end party.
I mean, I tried to be a roommate to Harlan Ellison, but he's a cantankerous old fart.
Oh.
I tried to be his priestess in the lost Aztec Aztec of Mars temple. Open fire on the shields. What if they use the
fly
shuttle?
through the force field? Yeah. If they fly through the force field, can't they fly the force field? I mean, can't they fly the shuttle low over the ground to reach the asylum?
Also, I'm really curious. Who fucking signed off on this? Let us build an asylum on a poisonous atmosphere planet because these people are so dangerous. Like right now, the only dangers I have is a majority of them. What was it? 14 or 15 of them just sort of stand around and look at the eye candy. We have one who writes all her poetry in the morning, and then we have a shapeshifter who built a bomb.
Well, Lee Irwin and Herb Wallenstein and the other Star Trek production people thought it was a good idea. But I do think, here we have an example of just how bad things were going in the series at this third season.
So when is she going to reveal herself that she's actually the shapeshifter?
See, now that would have been interesting.
Oh wait, you mean she isn't the shapeshifter?
No.
I thought that was obvious.
Oh, it might be. It's been a while since I've seen this episode.
I mean, I just thought to myself, what's the laziest out that they have right here? And I'm like, oh, he's being tricked by the shapeshifter.
Like in Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country.
I like Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country.
Well, so did I, and the shapeshifter they had there was a bit more interesting.
What? Oh, God, there was a shapeshifter in Star Trek: The Undiscovered Country.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Because she was only in the movie for like 10 minutes. And how long were you watching?
Taking notes.
Also, how many phasers are down there? At most 2?
Yeah.
Stop sneaking around. Just start blasting. You're the only
Gar-
two sane people here.
Garth has the other phaser.
Very good. So if you just simply wander around on wide beam setting and just stun every fucking buddy, like, I don't give a shit. We'll sort this mess out later. Okay, 2. So that means Garth doesn't have one. So now they're the only ones who are armed. Otherwise, there's going to be a very curious question: is how are there 3 phasers? Specifically, what medicine?
We were talking when it was explained that the Enterprise had brought over a supply of a new medication, but Garth flushed it down the toilet.
Ah, wait a minute. Spock's a shapeshifter.
Well, you're supposed to be crazy. Which just proves that insanity is not consonant with foolishness.
I've locked him outside of the asylum for some fresh air. What is the countersign, Captain?
Well, as with Dagger of the Mind, one complaint I have to level against Federation asylums is the cells are really pathetic.
Exactly.
Could they have not opted for more comfort?
Also, like, there's only 15 of these motherfuckers. Give them, like, full homes, libraries, entertainment.
Yeah, exactly. Not any bomb making
No.
stuff, though.
Unless it's the hollow reels, you know. Some of them are complete duds. Oh, why didn't he mention Khan? That would have been a good callback.
Oh, you're right.
Da-na.
You'd think he would learn to move faster by now. Oh, look, they're actually doing something. They're moving furniture around.
For a second, I actually thought they were playing foosball.
Air hockey. I haven't had a good game of air hockey in decades.
The human sacrifice. Okay, I saw that coming. Yeah.
Not many of them. Well, at least they let the inmates wear native garb instead of uniforms.
Yeah, but they took their tongues apparently because they hadn't said shit.
He has the power.
Listen, that was better. That movie was better than it had any right to be. Okay. You want to talk about a villain chewing scenery and loving every minute of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Frank Langella was really, he made that movie.
Apparently, he took it because his kids liked He-Man, and that's why he put like the extra oomph into it.
Well, how would you like to be able to tell your schoolmates, hey, our dad's Skeletor? And the kids go, no! And as for why the Tellarite isn't talking, considering how the Tellarite culture is built around arguments, maybe the Tellarite felt he'd stay around alive longer if he kept his mouth shut.
Or maybe he's an insane Tellarite who's actually quite agreeable, kind, but since he doesn't agree with the majority of his people, then he's clearly insane.
There you go. Technically, an illogical Vulcan would be considered insane, but they tolerate humans.
Oh wait, he actually did put Spock outside. Okay. He's going to open the window.
Close, but yeah.
He's insane. There is no explosive. It's water. But that's such
Put
a
some more
waste.
poetry.
Oh yeah.
I mean, do Ophelia's last line from Hamlet.
Ouch.
Or,
Oh wait, the explosive does work. Well, I'm
well,
surprised. Huh. Wait, how did he remote detonate a grain of sand crystal?
had a transmitter, I suppose, in his hand. Well, can't make an omelet without breaking eggs.
On the other side of the
Of the
planet.
planet.
God damn. Also, what an easy episode for Scotty and McCoy.
Really. Not to mention whoever's being the navigator this time around.
Like, they haven't even panned over to the left yet.
They had earlier. That's how I know it's not Walter Koenig.
Well, yes, quite. Mm-hmm. Perhaps if we put some furniture into these cells, they would not be as insane. No, no, no. That's
We had
illogical.
to go ahead and do yeah, we had to go ahead and do that.
Double Vulcan neck pinch. Da-da. Just Vulcan neck pinch everybody. What are you doing? Rapid fire. There we go.
You make it sound like a Mortal Kombat play. You perform the double neck pinch and it comes up on the screen. Double neck pinch plus 25. Who was carrying the phaser?
I thought it was Ivan the Terrible over there. But if you're asking which one of the inmates, it was the troglodyte.
Tellarite.
Yeah, close enough. You know. What are they going to do? Argue with me?
Actually, I've never seen a Tellarite home. They might live in caves. Stun the both of them. Stun the both of them. Stun the both of them anyway.
But how do you know which one was used?
Okay, Captain, which was the last girl you boned?
Raise your hand. How do you know?
Yeah. Stun them both.
Hassan Chop.
You can get him with one shot now.
Punch. Kick. It's all in the mind.
Spartan pig.
Roman dog. And behold, now we have more slash fiction.
You should be a literary agent.
Oh, God.
And then you can have me as a client.
Email me your shitty slash fiction at lostpodcast@titan@gmail.com. Please include in the subject line a list of the pairings. Rest assured, I will not pay you. Lake Gasp, how did you know?
No, we had enough time to teach the real Kirk the shape-shifting method and hypnotized him to become Garth, who would then become Kirk.
Oh, it's Dr. Bashir's grandfather. He's going to wake up and be like, what have I done? I killed the only girl on this planet. Wait, are his boots two different colors?
One of them just might be in a section of shadow, but I see. Yeah, they do look like two different boots. No,
Nope.
one's blue and one's gold. I never noticed that before.
See, this is why you have guards.
Because you both looked alike.
Whoa. What? Spock doesn't know King Solomon?
I imagine he's heard of him. He just doesn't have a snappy comeback.
Well, we could always go back to Jesus on the bread and circuses planet. I'm sure he has a... Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. I don't like fucking Netflix just automatically playing shit. Yeah, I mean, we could have... why didn't Jesus come down and lay hands on all these people to heal them.
In my head, what if they took the events in Bread and Circus a step further, and without telling the people of that planet, just quietly enlist Jesus into Starfleet and have him serve as a crew person on board the Enterprise?
Ensign Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to hell.
Yes, and they'll have television in hell, and the empath will be, and the alternative factor will be the only things being shown.
Ugh. That is cruel. What do we got? What's next, for God's sakes? Hey, let that be your last battlefield. Yes, it's going to be horrible.
It's going to be a considerable improvement.
I hope so. I'm worried that it is just a matter of rose-tinted glasses here, but I remember really liking that one.
Okay, before I forget, I'm giving Whom Gods Destroy a B, mainly for the performance by Steve Innett.
I'll give it a good B- for the poetry.
Yes, that was well written, wasn't it?
Yes. For being written that just that morning, I mean, I was impressed.
They'll probably be performing that on Starship holodecks in the future.
That is the most boring use of the future. Let's just play classical music all day, every day.
And Shakespeare. Just once, I would have liked to have seen someone do Tennessee Williams on the holodeck.
That's too avant-garde and too modern.
My point.
Didn't
they have any playwrights in the future?
They do. Okay, so my wife brought up a very good point. The reason why we don't have rock and roll or any modern good music on any of the Star Trek is because that would require paying royalties. So if you want good music on Star Trek, you had to pay royalties. If you want Tennessee Williams, you have to pay royalties. And if you want to do the Vulcan playwright Sabak, then you have to actually be creative. Which, as we are learning very quickly, it's a limited supply.
Well, okay. In Where No Man Has Gone Before, the second pilot episode.
Yeah.
At one point, Gary reads this bit of poetry by some alien writer.
Yeah.
So there was at least an attempt.
Yeah, but that was the second pilot. They had to go all out. As soon as they got that residual money that and the advances, they're like, fuck it.
It's back to Mozart and Shakespeare.
Yep, because, it's free and in public domain.
Well, okay, in the hippie episode coming up, we will have original music.
Yes, but that was hippie music, so that didn't really count.
It's three chords. And that sound we're hearing is the entire 60s being flushed down the toilet.
Yeah, all three chords.
Take thy beak from out of my heart.
I'm just trying to wet my beak, and if it happens to be your blood, that's just the way it is. But
we want to wet our beak.
But anyway, thank y'all, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Certainly, and behave.
Bye-bye.